Hey guys, we ran out of time today to do some examples together from our math. So your homework tonight is to watch this video and follow along, and then I'm going to give you a page from your Go Math practice book for you to do for homework tonight. Do your best on it, at least give it a try, and then obviously we will go over it together tomorrow. This kind of stuff, especially the wording, can be tricky, which is why I wanted to spend the time to make the video. I didn't want to rush and post the homework right after the lesson because it would have been too confusing. So if you guys watch this, see if it helps you with the homework tonight, and if you get stuck, obviously let me know. We'll go over it tomorrow, but I'm going to go ahead and turn on my document camera so that you guys can follow along with me. All right, so your homework tonight, you're going to see a table that looks like this. Now, for our lesson together right now, I'm going to give you an example of how to do it with whole numbers, how to use this chart with whole numbers, and your homework is going to be doing it with decimals, so then I'll show you with decimals. Why am I showing you the whole numbers? Because I want you to see that you work with whole numbers and decimals the same way, okay? So I'll show you with whole numbers first, and then we'll go over it with decimals. The tricky thing about this chart is that you see the number 10 times as much as and 1/10 of, and what is missing is this word is. 100 is 10 times as much as what number? 100 is 1/10 of what number? Okay, that is makes it a little tricky because it's saying that this number already is bigger than what number? 10 times as much as. This number is 1/10 of what? So it's already smaller than. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that in a place value chart right now. Okay. So here you guys can see I've got my place value chart here, and I've got our number 100. 100 is 10 times as much as what? So what is that saying? Like, restate it as a question. What times 10 will give me 100? What times 10 will give me 100? Well, I know that if each of my numbers shifts one time to the right, so my 1 would go to my tens place, this 0 would go to my ones place, and I would get the number 10. Okay, so coming back over here, 100 is 10 times as much as 10. Why? Because if I take 10 and I multiply it by 10, I get 100. Okay, now we have to think about it the same way when we think about it the other way around. 10 is 1/10 of what number? Or sorry, 100 is 1/10 of what number? So what number divided by 10 gives us 100? So if I take the same number, if I take 100, and everything moves one place to the right in my place value chart, I'm sorry, to the left. So my 1 is going to move into my thousands place, this 0 is moving to my hundreds place, this 0 is moving to my tens place, and that leaves me with nothing in my ones place. So 100 is 1/10 of. 100 is 1/10 of 1,000. Again, it's that word is. 100 is 10 times as much as 10. So 10 times 10 gives me 1,000. 1,000 divided by 10 gives me 100. Does that make sense? Like this is your answer always. This one is your answer. This is what you're trying to get to. 10 times 10 is 100. 1,000 divided by 10 is 100. So for both, they're your answer. Okay, let's look at that again, but with the number 80. Okay, 80 is 10 times as much as what? So what times 10 is going to give me 80? If I move my 8 one time to the left in my place value chart, I get an 8 in my ones place, and that would be my answer. It would just be 8. So 80 is 10 times as much as 8, and 80 is 1/10 of what number? So 1/10 of what number? So if I take 80, and I say, okay, well, What number divided by 10 would give me 80? And I know that that number is going to be 800. And again, I don't have any zeros, so I put a 0 here. Now, this is very tricky, and I understand that. So you get 800 here. Why? Because 8 times 10 gives me 80. 800 divided by 10, that's what 1/10 means, gives me 80. Again, this is your answer, and you're just kind of filling in for your answer. So for 700 and 300, you're saying, what number times 10 would give me 700? What number divided by 10 would give me 700? What number times 10 would give me 300? What number divided by 10 would give me 300? Okay, so that's how we do it with whole numbers. It's the same thing with decimal numbers, and that's what I want you guys to see. It's the same thing with decimals. Okay.